Tonight, in Munich, it was confirmed. After 11 months, after 36 matches across Europe, after comeback victories, penalty drama, last-minute goal history for the first time in 20 years, one club defending a throne they only just won, Budapest, May 30th. The most anticipated Champions League final in a generation. And today, it became real. This is the story of how we got here and why this final is going to be unlike anything European football has seen in years. Let us set the scene. PSG arrived in Munich tonight, holding a 5-4 lead from the first leg, one of the most extraordinary Champions League matches ever played. 11 goals across 2 legs. Chaos from the first whistle to the last. Bayern Munich needed to score at least twice without conceding. At the Allianz Arena, in front of 75,000 of the most passionate home supporters in European football. For 45 minutes, it looked like they might actually do it. Bayern came out like a team possessed. Vincent Kompany set his side up to press high, attack early, and suffocate PSG before the French side could settle. The atmosphere inside the Allianz Arena was described by journalists at the ground as one of the most intense they had ever experienced. But PSG, reigning champions of Europe, do not crack under pressure. They have been in these moments. The other side of the final was decided. It will not be Bayern Munich standing across from Arsenal in Budapest. It will be Paris Saint-Germain. To understand what Arsenal are walking into on May 30th, you need to understand what Paris Saint-Germain have become. For most of their history, PSG were a domestic giant, but a European disappointment. Year after year, they would spend hundreds of millions assembling superstar squads. Year after year, they would fall short in the Champions League in humiliating fashion. He built a team, 11 players who pressed together, defended together, suffered together, and celebrated together. Last season, they won the Champions League for the first time in their history, beating Inter Milan 5-0 in the final, a scoreline that shocked the entire sport. This season, they came backless. They dismantled Liverpool 4-0 on aggregate. They eliminated Bayern Munich in a tie that produced some of the most breathtaking football seen in European competition this decade. And leading the way, they must stop in Budapest. It is him. This final is fascinating because it is not just a football match. It is a collision between two entirely different ideas of what a football club should be. Arsenal were founded in 1886 in Woolwich, South London, a working-class club built by munitions factory workers. They have never won the Champions League. Their entire history in European competition has been one long, unfinished story. The greatest prize in club football, always just out of reach. Their manager, Mikel Arteta, was a former Arsenal player himself. He knows what this club means. He has rebuilt it from the ground up over 5 years, turning a squad that was 8th in the Premier League into genuine contenders for the biggest prize in European football. PSG were founded in 1970. They are less than 60 years old, young by football standards. In 2011, they were taken over by Qatar Sports Investments and transformed into one of the most financially powerful clubs in the world overnight. For years, that money bought trophies at home, but embarrassment in Europe. Now, under Luis Enrique, it has bought something more valuable: identity, purpose, a style of football that is genuinely thrilling to watch. So what we have in Budapest is this: a club built across 140 years, everything the game has to offer, a team playing for their first European trophy, against a team defending the one they only just earned. This is not just a match. This is two entirely different versions of what football greatness looks like, and one of them is going to win. So, how does this final actually get won or lost? Let us break down the 3 battles that will decide everything in Budapest. Battle 1. Bukayo Saka versus Warren Zaire-Emery. Saka has been Arsenal's best player all season, the boy from Ealing who scored the goal that sent Arsenal to this final. On the other side, Zaire-Emery, just 20 years old, has become the heartbeat of PSG's midfield. Young, intelligent, composed beyond his years. Whichever of these 2 young players shows up at their best could tip the entire match. Battle 2. Declan Rice versus PSG's pressing machine. Rice has been one of the best midfielders in Europe this season. His ability to control the tempo, win the ball back, and launch Arsenal's attacks has been central to everything Arteta has built. but PSG press as a unit, high, aggressive, and relentless. If Rice is suffocated, Arsenal lose their engine. If he finds space, Arsenal can hurt anyone. Battle 3, the goalkeepers. David Raya for Arsenal, Gianluigi Donnarumma for PSG, two of the best keepers in the world, in a final that could be decided by a single moment. A penalty, a set piece, a save that defies physics. The goalkeeper who stands tallest could be the difference between history and heartbreak. One more factor nobody is talking about enough: experience in finals. PSG won the Champions League final last season. 7 of their starting 11 have been through that experience. They know what a final feels like. They know how to manage the occasion. Arsenal have never been there. Not in their current form. Not under Arteta. Not with this squad. That experience gap is real, and Arsenal will need to overcome it in the first 20 minutes before the nerves settle and the match becomes a football game again. You came here for an honest answer, so here it is. PSG are the favorites. They are the better team on paper. They have 20 years of hunger. They have a squad that has been built for this moment over 5 years of hard work. They have an Emirates Stadium that carried them to this final on pure emotion. And they have Bukayo Saka, a player who has the rare quality of rising to the biggest moments rather than shrinking from them. My prediction: this final goes to extra time, and when it does, anything can happen. 20 years of waiting, one match, one night in Budapest. May 30th cannot come quickly enough. If you watched our last video about Arsenal reaching the final, thank you. You are the reason this channel exists. And if this is your first video with us, subscribe right now, because between now and May 30th, we are going to cover every angle of this final: the tactics, the history, the players, the storylines. Drop your prediction in the comments right now, Arsenal or PSG, and what scoreline. I will see you before the final.
Budapest against Arsenal. Hadley.
Superbly for the best part of 93, 94 minutes. Yes, Kane got his goal, and a beauty it was too. At Budapest, here we come. What a final.
Both won by Paris Saint-Germain. Champions League final.